I built my life like a fragile tower. Every piece carefully stacked until my own sister knocked it down, claiming it was for my own good. My name is Sandra, and this is how I lost everything that mattered. I'd always been the shadow in my family's spotlight. The overlooked sister, the quiet one, the one no one worried about because I seemed fine. Clara, my oldest sister, was the golden child, every stumble softened with praise, every step celebrated. When she quit college, my parents called it finding herself. When I graduated at the top of my class, they barely blinked, already shifting the conversation back to Clara's next dream. I taught myself to exist in the margins, to build something of my own. At 27, I bought a cottage wrapped in ivy on a street that smelled of rain. Every cent I had came from long nights in cybersecurity, skipping holidays, working overtime. That house was my rebellion, proof I wasn't invisible. The day I signed the deed, I called home, voice trembling with pride. I bought a house, I said. My father's tone was flat. Sandra, that's ambitious. Can you handle it? Then Clara cut in, sharp as glass. She'll lose it in a year. I swallowed the sting, hung up, and stood alone in my empty kitchen, the silence heavier than their doubt. From then on, my cottage became their favorite punchline. At family gatherings, Clara would smake. Still chained to that money pit, Sandra. Renting is freedom. My parents would nod, amused, like I was playing at being grown up. Meanwhile, Clara drifted from one gig to another, bartender, freelancer, always landing on her feet thanks to mom and dad's wallet. My stability was their joke. Last spring, work sent me overseas for 7 months. I investigate cybercrime, digital trails, encrypted networks, high-stakes cases that keep you awake at night. Before leaving, I locked my cottage down like a fortress, auto mortgage payments, gardener, top-tier security cameras that alerted my phone. I left my parents a key, strict instructions, emergencies only. Clara laughed as I handed it over. What's this? Your little Fort Knox. I didn't care. My work consumed me. Contact with home was scarce. During one rare call, Clara teased, "Your house hasn't collapsed yet. Don't worry." I laughed, trusting her. That was my mistake. 1 week before I flew back, my supervisor called me into a secure room. Her face was grim. "Sandra, there's an issue with your property." A classified alert flashed on her screen. My cottage had been sold. "It's flagged as fraud," she said. "Your address is monitored under clearance. This could be a national security breach." My stomach dropped. I landed home, pulse racing. A sold sign stabbed into the yard like a gravestone. My key jammed uselessly in the lock. A realtor's box clung to the door. I called the number, voice shaking. "This is Sandra Vega. Who authorized the sale of my house?" The realtor's voice was casual. "Oh, you're Clara's sister. She said you were drowning in debt. She handled everything. Power of attorney. All clean. You're off the hook." Off the hook. I felt gutted. I called Clara. She answered from a party at my parents' house, music blaring behind her. Her voice smug. "Surprise, Sandra. I sold your house. Got you 310 grand. You were in over your head, sis." "You're welcome." "You had no right," I hissed, chest tight. "That was my home." "Relax," she said. "I saved you from foreclosure. The bank said you were behind." Behind? My payments were automated, never missed. I checked obsessively, even abroad. Then the truth hit me. Clara had forged my signature, fabricated notices, spun a story, and convinced everyone I was failing. I drove straight to my parents' house, hands trembling on the wheel. A banner stretched across the dining room. "Way to go, Clara." My family raised their glasses to her. I stood in the doorway, a stranger at their celebration. Clara beamed, retelling how she saved me. I sat down, voice calm but cutting. "Clara, my cottage was under federal protection. You didn't just sell my house. You committed wire fraud, identity theft, and tampered with a monitored asset. Ha's smile died. The room froze. What? She stammered. My phone buzzed. Agent Vega, we need you immediately, my supervisor's voice said. FBI is at the buyer's office. Warrants are active. Seconds later, agents burst in. Clara's face went white as steel cuffs locked around her wrists. I was helping you, she screamed as they dragged her away. My parents sobbed, insisting it was a mistake. But the evidence was undeniable. Clara had forged documents, tricked realtors, and stolen a couple's dream along with mine. Now my cottage sits empty, wrapped in red tape, tied to an ongoing federal case. Clara faces prison. The buyers lost their savings. And me? I'm rebuilding, piece by piece, learning that family love doesn't always mean loyalty. Have you ever been betrayed by family? Share your story below. It helps to know I'm not the only one.